Oh, why? The other one didn't work?
Her backup.
No, it's just backup as an issue with Calvin and the SIM's card.
Okay.
really?
Was that what
Yeah,
that was coming
Right.
from?
Yeah. Well, start with the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Trombley.
Here.
Trustee McFetrich.
Here.
Trustee Trombley.
Here.
Trustee McGarrett. McGarrett? She's here too.
Okay.
McGarrett.
Mayor Martin.
Here. Need a motion to approve the minutes, February 10th, regular board meeting.
Take a motion?
Have a second? Any discussion on those?
No.
The only really minor spelling correction is that Colin Reed's last name is R-E-A-D. Not that it really matters, but just for the record.
Okay, you're
A-E-R-E-A-D,
R-E-A-D.
like Reed, like Reed.
on. Okay, all right.
R-E-N.
There it is, article yesterday. Any other discussion on the minutes? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Need a motion to approve the minutes of
March 3rd.
March 3rd, budget meeting.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second?
Any discussion on those? All those in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Aye.
Sorry. Nope, that's fine. Presentation petitions, communications, notices, general question period, members of the community.
You can go ahead, Andrew.
Well, and so read about the gardening advertisement paper, and me as a 15-year-old teenager, that gardening doesn't seem too appealing. But I'm sure to like a younger, like I asked my sister Holly, she said she showed some interest in it. So maybe.
That's the flower pot thing that we're
Yeah.
gonna do in April. So do you think maybe we should try to think of some things that older kids might like to do too?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any ideas?
Any sports or tournament.
Okay.
sports.
Okay, that's good. That'd be fun.
What was this flower pot thing?
Well, we're starting, it's the series of events for children, and we're calling it Champlain Kids Connected. And Andrew's referring to a session we're going to have on April 5th. Oh, you've got it right in front of you? Yeah.
It's fine.
Yep, and at time after time reception, and we're going to teach them how to make flower pots out of newspaper, and then provide seeds and soil, have them grow the plants, and then come down to the community garden and have a children's section.
Oh, really?
But I can see Andrew's point, that's probably not, like a 15-year-old doesn't want to be making flower pots.
With pulling weeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for the flower pot.
You can dig the holes.
But if you want to come help with the little kids, that'd be good.
Well, that, and there's going to be there's going to be some muscle power, some sweat equity here on the soccer field down on River Street too. It's going to have to be done so we can get that in place.
Yeah, you can spread that word.
And we'll start that as soon as, you know, the frost is out of the ground, so we can get it started.
Yeah.
Fourth of July.
Looking at things also, get some fencing and stuff like that. But it's going to have to be, the field's going to have to be outlined. We have one net,
Yeah.
and we'll purchase another portable net to go down there.
You might want to check with St. Mary's. I don't know if they've got rid of their soccer nets.
Well, I don't know if we
Or they're
want one.
close.
Do we want one that big though? I mean, we got a smaller,
Ours
much
is-
smaller field.
Ours is actually pretty big, so it might not be appropriate, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for the small kids, the rights to play on that. I don't know that they need a huge net to shoot at, something smaller. But that's another another story another day.
Yeah. Any other ideas, Andy?
No,
No, that's good. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
welcome.
Yes, thank you. Anyone else want to address the board?
That's a super. Andre, did you want to say anything to us?
No,
No? Okay.
I'm just making some education.
Oh, okay.
Want to see how city council work here in the States.
Smoothly here.
Make some, yeah, very smooth. Up to now.
Up to now, yeah.
It's early.
All right, we'll have a report from codes enforcement, Mr. Tatro.
You have my report. Been a relatively slow month. Had a few other things going on off and on. But I've been around the village. Actually, I've been around quite a bit the past month or so. And sort of waiting for spring to break here because there's a little bit of junk starting to be built up in different spots around the village. And I mean, up till now, I got a feel for these people. Everything's frozen tight to the ground, so harping on them right now is not going to be very productive. But I believe that by the end of the month, between now and the middle to the end of April, I'd like to, work on getting this stuff picked up. There's a few outstanding issues from years past that never seem to go away, but we're going to work on those. But other than that, it's been quiet.
You followed up on a couple of complaints about property.
Yeah, again, it was mostly junk and that type of stuff.
Mhm. Any questions for Mike? Good evening. Spring and warmer weather will get here eventually. Although the weather forecast this week does not herald the coming of spring, calendar says that the snow and ice will soon melt. We will be playing basketball on the skating rink. The new playground will be ready for our use, and the disc golf course will be open to enjoy. Spring is coming. One day it'll get here. I would like to remind everyone of the importance to vote on March 18th. The polls will be open from noon until 9 p.m. at the village office. There are 2 trustee positions on the ballot, currently held by 2 candidates that have worked very hard on behalf of the village residents and deserve another two-year term on your village board. Please make the important effort to vote on March 18th. Thank you. We're going to start with Trustee Gary tonight, and I would like to be the first to congratulate you on your grant from Stewart's for the playground fund. I think it's wonderful.
It is exciting. So big thank you to Stewart's. As many of you know, the holiday match that they have at their cash registers does stay within the communities. So when you have that extra change, plunk it on in there because they give money to our communities within their area for projects. And they gave us $500 last year and they doubled it this year with another $1,000 to help with the playground. So that's really exciting. So when you're in Stewart, say thank you to them. It really is incredible. All the businesses around here that continually support the local things. So hopefully we'll hear on more and just keep moving forward. And that's all I have today.
We'll get some pictures of the playground once it's up and running a little bit, and we'll email it to the company and thank them again.
Mm-hmm.
That's excellent. Thank you again. Trustee John Lee.
So I don't have a lot to report tonight other than the Knights of Columbus is teaming up with the JCEO to do a food drive fundraiser coming up. So I just want to let everybody know we could really use your support. The JCEO could really use a little boost here. It's been a tough winter. It's going to be in April. My first meeting's tomorrow night, so I'm not sure the date. I believe tentatively it'll be the 11th. It'll be ran at the Knights of Columbus Hall here in Champlain. And that's to support the Town of Champlain JCEO, which also supports Rouse's Point, and Altona as well. So please keep an eye out for the posters when they get out there, and please come and support. We'll be doing various things. I haven't got details for it yet, but I want to let everybody know.
Do you have that date for the April meeting? April 10th? No, April 7th.
Seventh.
April 7th.
Yeah, that'll work, announce it again then. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee McFetrich?
Okay, I'll try to go quickly.
Take your time.
Well, first is the reminder that the next lecture in the cultural series is on March 27th, Thursday at 6:30 p.m. at the Champlain History Center.
27?
Yep. The first activity that we're going to have in a new series called Champlain Kids Connected is going to be on April 5th, 1 to 3, at time after time reception on Elm Street. And we're going to provide the materials for children to make a flower pot and plant some seeds. And then the follow-up activity is going to be hopefully on May 31st at the village garden, the community garden. And we're going to have the kids plant their plants there and have a couple of the plots designated for the children. And one little girl wants to make a sign that says Village of Champlain Kids Garden or something cute like that. We're meeting again soon to work out the details. The shirts for the run walk in memory of Ashley Poissant are available here in the village office. The date for that run is April 27th. That's a Sunday. It's at 1 p.m. Do we have registration forms here too?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we have registration forms here. A lot of interest. I think more than 80 people have indicated that they're interested in participating. I think it's going to be a great success. We're still looking for some vendors for the farmers market. I have a few people interested, but we could use some more. And then finally to all of you, this is my first year of service. This is the March meeting, so I say thank you for teaching me so much this year. I know I still have a lot to learn. And
No regrets?
and no, I love it. And thanks to everybody for just making this such a great place to live.
Who is speaking at the cultural series on the 27th?
It's Andrew Black and Marne Timo. And they're talking about the archaeological digging in Coopersville.
Very good.
Thank you.
What is your target age you're looking at with this planting?
We didn't really say, but we think because I have some high school kids coming to help, we think we can have little ones as well as older ones, that there's going to be help. Yeah, we're just saying a series of free activities for the whole family. So I don't think it matters.
Is your plan to put some flyers at the schools to let people know?
Yeah,
or-
they're going to put some at the school. I thought Nikki
Okay.
Malinsky was actually coming tonight to talk about it too.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna put some flyers out at the school and put some more up. We've got some time. And Becky Harvey's donating the location.
Great.
So, yeah, it's working out really well. Yeah, I don't think there's really an age on it. There'll be a lot of help. Andrew wants to come help. I'm just teasing you.
We used to be about
Thank you.
that high there.
Trustee Hunley.
I really don't have anything to report, but just wanted to say thanks to a couple board members, Amy, for everything that you do with this playground and all the grant writing. I know grant writing is very time consuming, and I'm just starting to learn a lot about looking into grants and stuff with my new job, so, and I know it's consuming. And Janet, to you for everything that you're doing with this cultural series and the things that you're doing to try to get the kids involved in the village. I think it's wonderful. And looking forward to the time when Mike tells us we can do street sweeping and winter's gone.
Yeah.
We hope that it's soon.
Hopefully.
At the end of that run, are we having anything?
Well, there'll be an award ceremony because I am ordering medals.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't,
Look at the local stores
We-
and things
we've
for
got
donations, water and.
yeah, we have, I mean,
Well, yeah.
yeah. They
And
didn't
if you let
want,
McDonald's know in advance too, because this was one of their employees too, they might be willing to
That's
do
true.
something.
That's true, okay. Yeah, I'll talk to Angie about that. We're meeting next week again.
Valero's too, Valero's usually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the family wants any big deal in terms of like a speech or anything.
Mhm.
But a lot of her friends are coming.
Get some coverage.
Yeah, we have been in touch with Channel 5 and the press. So we should be able to get some good coverage.
and again, put a flyer up at McDonald's in their break room, because a lot will want to
Okay.
participate.
All right, good idea.
Yeah, she was close to a lot of them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you.
Okay, very good. Further report from the superintendent, please.
Yep, we've been staying pretty busy moving snowbanks and trying to keep the sidewalks clean. The ice rink is still up in operation, hopefully for, well, I don't know how long you guys want the winter to stay around, but. we'll
We're
probably
making
get-
up for the past
I would
years.
say we probably get another week or two out of it, depending on whether we have been keeping it cleaned off and trying to flood it when it's been cold enough to keep the ice decent. We have one house service with a frozen water line down on Main Street. We did try to thaw it out and we didn't have any success. We did run a temporary line from the neighbor's property. So that the person does have water, and we're hoping that frost comes out of the ground here and the water line opens. I'm not 100% sure if it's froze or if the line, the ground shifted and the line kinked, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait a little bit. I really don't wanna do Route 9 here. But we'll have to see as time goes on and take it from there. We've had 3 emergency shut-offs. 2 of them somebody had broken lines with water running. One of them is a vacant house that the water is now off at the street. They lost a lot of water all underneath their place. And of course, nobody was around to check it. I guess the furnace went out, and unfortunately, we lost like 300,000 gallons of water.
Oh,
We had frozen water transfer pipes a couple times here at the last month at the wastewater plant, but we were able to thaw them, no damage done. We've been staying busy getting caught up in odds and ends in the garage, sewer jetter repair, just oddball stuff. Blower for our confined space, we got that running. Hadn't been running since I started here. New batteries, the diesel generator, the wastewater plant, the batteries went in that. All of our fire extinguishers too here have been inspected. The ones that had to be recertified were recertified, so we're up to date on that. And probably starting tomorrow, we'll start reading water meters for the next billing. Other than that, our backhoe's gone out to bid, I think went in the paper today. To get bids on the backhoe, which is, I think, 28th at 2 o'clock, things are closing on that. And then we'll have to review and see what we have. Other than that, we're keeping an eye on the river for potential flooding, which we hope doesn't happen, but that's about all I have.
Warm up during the day and get cold at night,
Hopefully,
keep it under control once it opens up at the lake.
I know right now, we, at lunchtime last week, one of the boys went down to the river here by the boat launch and drilled a hole in the center, it's 28 inches thick. And measured it 28 inches. So, I mean, until the lake opens, the ice is almost 30 inches on the lake. By the time the lake opens and gets the river open, there's no place to go, so
Yeah,
hopefully things will,
It's gotta go slower, it's
as
gonna
much as we hate to say it, maybe another month or two,
Maybe by Memorial Day.
there'll still be ice chunks floating in the lake, but we'll take it as it comes, all you can do.
Did we get our cylinder repaired on the?
Yes, we did.
backhoe?
It's repaired and it's back on, we've used it, well, we haven't done
Yeah.
with it since, but we've used it to move snow and whatnot. Yeah, we did get it repaired.
It's an expensive proposition, it's on the warranty.
Yeah.
Any questions for Mike?
Looks like.
thanks.
Presentation of the warrant.
Okay, first, everyone has their revenues for February, expense and revenue report. We had a couple transfers. 2 accounts that were in the negative, both of them were insurance. One of the transfers is from A 1910.4 to 1910.4 unallocated insurance, $38.76 from A 1410.4 per contractual. The other was to G 1910.4 unallocated insurance, $332.35 from G 8110.4 sewer administration. The one on the sewer is because the flood insurance increased.
Motion to approve the transfer.
So moved.
Have a second. Any other discussion on this? Roll call, please.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee McFetrich.
Aye.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee Garrett.
Aye.
Mayor Martin.
Aye. Mike, you want to explain this?
Wait a minute, now you gotta do the warrant.
Can you do this first? Okay, sorry. Your motion to approve the warrant?
We have some additional
Have a
invoices to be
second?
added.
Have a second? Now we can discuss it.
Who motion?
Amy, Kim,
I'd like to make a motion with the additional invoices to be added to the warrant totaling $1706.96.
and Kim second.
Any other discussion on the warrant?
Garrett, do you want to approve,
Yes, yeah.
do you want to approve the invoice that we gave you for Mike, and you can add it to the warrant too?
I was going to, but I got put in my place.
See, he did have a plan.
That is a surprise.
Okay,
Besides that.
if there's no discussion on the warrant, roll call, please.
Trustee Trombley.
No. Need a motion to approve this. Mike, could you explain it, please, so we can add it to the warrant?
It's for a 14-inch metal cutoff saw. We do not have one here. Been fabricating quite a bit of stuff. Usually I end up bringing mine from home. And this would make it much easier. It's $199.
I make a motion to approve that purchase order. Move forward.
Have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion on this saw? Really thank you, Mike, for bringing your stuff in to do the job here.
Yeah,
No problem.
and I know how much the fabricating is done in-house now, so it's just a tool that's needed to save us money.
Yes.
So thanks for yours saving us money.
Well, we've been using one to have his grinder wheels are, you burn through quite a few
Oh,
wheels.
yeah, I would imagine.
So in the long run, save us.
Okay, any other discussion on this? Have a roll call vote on this requisition.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee McFetrich.
Aye.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee Garrett.
Aye.
Mayor Martin.
Aye. So we're adding 199, do you want, on your motion?
So I've changed my motion to include the additional invoices totaling $1706.96 plus the DeWalt purchase of $199 for a grand total additional amount of $1,805.96 to the warrant.
Did I mess up again?
The $25 one.
Oh.
It's already on there. The petty cash? No, that's 10.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Plus an additional 20, go ahead.
I have a request for $25 to pay the dues, Clinton County Highway Department Superintendent's Association. We haven't paid this in years, so
No.
okay, so we need to make a motion to, we need a motion to pay this so we can send Mike down to the meeting. He's a stranger down there and they're all looking for him.
Okay, I changed my motion one last time for
Thank
a
you.
total addition to the warrant of $1,930.96.
1,000.
I thought it was
It
1830.96.
was 1805, so 1830.
Yeah,
Okay.
1,800.
1830.96. Okay, that's the final offer.
No more.
Roll call, please.
I think someone needs to second that.
Second.
And you agree to this change? Whoever seconds?
Second.
Okay.
No, we already have one.
You already had,
Oh,
that's
we're
okay.
good.
It was the third.
Okay.
Trustee Trombley.
There you go.
Trustee McFetrich.
Aye.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee McGarrick.
We get it.
We're really on this McGarrett tonight. Aye.
It's almost St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
Aye.
So the correspondence, please.
All of the name change.
Letter to Teresa Guerrero at ARC regarding $275 donation in lieu of taxes. Letter to Brian Pelkey at the Village of Rouse's Point thanking him for help on the water main break. Letter to Ken Delafrange, notice of violation. Correspondence to Ken Delafrange regarding his property at 29 Cedar Street. Email to Tess Story regarding water sewer bill adjustment. JCEO monthly report. And correspondence from Stewart, $1,000 grant money for our playground fund.
Any questions, any discussion on the correspondence? Okay. Need a motion to change the board meeting scheduled for Monday, April 14th. We need to reschedule it to Monday, April 7th for our organizational meeting that begins at 6:30.
So moved.
Have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion on this change? No, we have to have it the first Monday in April, am I right? Organizational meeting has to be the first Monday in April. Okay? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion for a public hearing on the tentative budget. Oh, let me go back. I need a motion to approve the preliminary budget as we have worked it out. Do I have tentative budget? Okay, we have a,
Second.
all right. Any discussion on this motion? And the tentative budget will be available here in the office. So a roll call on this one, please.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee McFetrich.
Aye.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee Garrett.
Aye.
Mayor Martin.
All right. We need to schedule a public hearing at the April 7th board meeting at 7 p.m. to deal with the budget, to vote for approval.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion to sign this contract agreement with E.J. Prescott. It is the same as what we had last year. This value system, value added services that they supply for us. This is just, it's the same agreement as last year, and it is just up for renewal now. Mike has the price sheets. Have the prices changed all that much? Did you notice?
The ones I looked at, I didn't look at every one, but the ones I looked at. What it is, we gotta do part way, it's usually April to April, and when we jumped on, we signed till April, then we can get our training and whatnot, we got done, that's why.
Well, it seems like we have a credit there already for what we purchased, so. And they've
Soon
come
as,
in.
soon as they already did our inventory, they're just waiting for us to get the computer so they can enter everything in our system, because they can't, there's no way to enter it in what we have now.
There's no way we're gonna put that stuff on these now.
So as soon as we have them, they're here to put it in.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful segue. We need to look at the computer system here. We've been copied with all of the responses that we've had.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Nobody made a motion to accept the
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Sign
Need a motion?
I'll make a motion to sign the contract for this year with E.J. Prescott.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Question?
All good?
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. You've been copied with the 3 quotes from, or 4 computer services here. Looking them over, looking at the pluses and the minuses, and working with the ladies, Mary and Juanita, on this. I'm going to recommend that we engage with Twin State Technologies for their computer services to come in and rework our workstations, 4 of them, set up an installation, as well as providing remote backup services. I think that's vitally important here. I just can't stress how important this whole issue is. One of the people that quoted, we could put a thumb drive in every night and take it out every night. I mean, that's just not going to work. Both the other 2 people, or the other 2 companies that quoted, both of them have a $50 fee, a monthly fee, but that is with our services. And this is a firm figure, Mary checked on this, of $10,327.19. That includes 1 year of the tech support, as well as the remote backup services for 25 gigabytes of data. After that first year, that service will be $50 a month, and the tech services will be negotiated. So I guess what I'm looking for is approval to spend $10,327.19 to update this computer system, which in most people's homes have a better computer system than what we have in this village.
That's for sure.
I make a motion to approve spending that amount for the Twin States.
I second that.
Any discussion on this matter?
Other than, I agree that was the best out of the whole bunch.
If this passes, we'll call them tomorrow, and hopefully they'll be here on Wednesday. Doesn't matter about the snowstorm.
Before the storm.
Doesn't matter, I'll drive down and get them. I'll go get them. Roll call, please.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee McFetrich.
Aye.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee Garrett.
Aye.
Mayor Martin.
Aye.
Thank you, guys.
That's a
Thanks for
big
doing
step
the research.
forward. That's a huge step forward.
Okay, motion to approve the tentative budget. We changed the meeting. We have a public hearing scheduled at 7 p.m. on April 7th. Motion to sign the agreement with E.J. Prescott. Motion to expend $25 Superintendent Association dues. Is there any other business to come before this board?
Can we change the May meeting as well to the 5th as opposed to the 12th? I'll be out of town.
What do you
If
mean?
not, no big
You
deal.
talking about the April meeting?
May.
May.
Oh, May.
I have no issue with it.
I think we did that last
You
year.
want to change it?
To the 5th.
Change
Can
it
we
in
move it to
April
the
meeting?
5th? Yeah. Oh, want to wait till the April meeting?
Yeah, let's change it.
That's fine.
That way it'll be fresher in everyone's
Just
mind.
while I was thinking about it.
Okay. If there's no other business to come before the board, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
That is a record for
Motion
this
carries.
board.
Thank you all, thank you all.
I guess.
I thought you were gonna get up and kiss